What's up, everybody, and welcome to the United Show with your host Navici. This is the post-match reaction of Manchester United putting the sword to Leeds United in a 5-1 demolition at Old Trafford, and there were some spectacular scenes today, from the Sancho debut to the Bruno Fernandes hat-trick to the 4 assists by Paul Pogba, as well as the Varane unveiling. So without any further ado, guys, let's jump right into the show. Stunning scenes from Manchester United today as Bruno Fernandes finally earned and scored his first Manchester United hat-trick, and what can I say, it's well deserved, especially considering the fact that he scored a couple of braces for us before, and every time he scored a brace it looked like he was about to score his hat-trick, but it just never happened. And I'm just so glad that it happened on the first day, or the second day rather, of the Premier League, in the first Manchester United game, where we are now top of the log. So that's for some magical stuff by Bruno Fernandes. 10 out of 10 performance from him. I'm glad he's back to his old self, because towards the end of last season, he seems to have dropped off a bit slightly, but obviously I think that was due to the fact that he's been overplayed by Solskjaer. But I'm glad he's back. I'm glad we have some depth in the squad now, so I'm hoping that he can stay consistent for the entire year. But let's move on to the next point of the show. Paul Pogba bags 4 assists in one game. He is the 7th player in Premier League history to do so, and he was just in scintillating form today. When I saw how he played against Everton a couple of days ago in the preseason, I wasn't feeling Pogba so much, with so many misplaced passes, and he just wasn't looking like himself. But in this game, he was the France Pogba. He was the Pogba that plays number 6 in the French World Cup winning squad. He was that Pogba today, and I'm so glad that he came to play, because obviously there's so much of stuff going on in the media where they're saying Paul Pogba was not happy at United, this and that, whatever the case may be. But you know what, he played with a smile on his face today. He was so happy, and he bagged 4 assists, and he even assisted Fred of all people, guys. Let that sink in just for a moment. So I just got to say this, whether Pogba signs the contract or not, whether we offer him a contract or not, I just hope that this is going to be his best season with Manchester United. And guess what, he's off to a flyer. Mason Greenwood opens his Premier League scoring account with a scintillating left-footed strike from a Paul Pogba assist, and there was a perfectly weighted pass, but there was still a bit of work to do for Mason Greenwood, because Melier closed the angle to an extent that there was only one option, and he got just that. He found the needle in the haystack. He found, what's the other expression? Mason Greenwood picked the lock, and he went straight to the corner flag to celebrate with the fans, and what passion he showed. You had to love every single minute of it. And the thing that I love is that for last season, it took a couple of games for Greenwood to get into his stride, but now he's hit the ground running. And if he scored so many goals for the past couple of seasons, he was in the development stage. Imagine what he's going to do now. He's becoming an integral part of the Manchester United squad, and I cannot wait to see how many goals he manages to notch up towards the end of the season. But let's look forward to the next game against Southampton, where I am betting you that he will score at least 1. Jadon Sancho is a Manchester United player. He made his debut today. He played about 20 or so minutes. While we didn't really have an opportunity to see him shine as yet, I'm just glad that we can now say that Jadon Sancho has put on a Manchester United jersey, and he has played a couple of minutes in that, and this is going to go a long way, because we did see a couple of glimpses of his skill, and I can't wait for the next match against Southampton, because I'm sure we're going to see a lot more of Jadon Sancho. And I don't think Daniel James is going to start, because Jadon Sancho will easily occupy that space with his left wing or right wing, because he's that versatile of a player, and he is a creator. So things are looking very good for Jadon Sancho. Things are looking very good for Manchester United this year. And I mean, what can you really say? Like, yes, we can complain about McFred, we can complain about the formation and all these different things, but the fact of the matter is that we thrashed Leeds 5-1 today. And what more can you really say other than we are top of the log? Manchester United caught us all off guard with this. Raphael Varane is officially a Manchester United player. Yes! Yo, I'm telling you, I've been waiting so long for this to get announced. I'm telling you now, a couple of my colleagues in the office will probably tell you how frustrated I was this entire week, because I'm thinking to myself, Messi signed for PSG. He left Barca. He got on a plane. He flew to Paris. He signed for PSG. He's unveiled and everything. Lukaku signed last week as well. He even put up the jersey, and we all think he has Manchester United fans. Didn't we sign Varane like an eon ago? So I'm just glad that he had such an unveiling, because he came through on a full capacity stadium, and immediately when he got out the tunnel, you could see the fans, including myself, who were absolutely loving it. Every single second of it. And I'm really hoping that he starts in the next game against Southampton, and I'm hoping Ole Gunnar Solskjaer doesn't think, just because Lindelof did very well today, I'm hoping that he doesn't think that he is deserving of a start other than Varane, because I want to see that Maguire-Varane link up. I know you guys do too. Like this video if you do too. Let's move on to the last point of the show. We have put 5 past Leeds today, and Leeds are no stranger to getting a lot of goals put past them by Manchester United. So if this sets the tone for the entirety of the season, I'm hoping this means that there are trophies inbound, because after the very bittersweet season we had last season, we really need a trophy. And I'm not just talking any trophy. I'm talking Premier League trophy. I'm talking Champions League trophy. One of the two. Like I said, FA Cup, Carabao, all good, no problem. But those are the big two. Those are the big two. And we just need to get one more midfielder in. We need to get a defensive mid in. And I'm telling you that 4-3-3 is going to pop. And oh my god, I'm getting a fever right now thinking about the things that we can accomplish with a defensive mid. And oh my god, it'll be so amazing. It'll be so amazing, guys. Like I'm telling you now, if we get a defensive mid, guys, I'm calling it right now. We are going to win either the Champions League, or we're going to win the Premier League this season. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be setting up a fantasy Premier League group. So I'll keep you guys informed of that in the next video. But thank you so much for tuning in, guys, and good night.